talking about boxing. Just absolutely.
All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome back to the Just Absolutely Boxing Podcast, episode 37. My name is Ant with my partner P.
What's up, y'all?
And it is fight week, man. We're getting closer, man. 2 more days. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. You know, our last episode, we kind of we tried to go into the mental of both of these fighters. So, you know, today we're actually going to kind of do a breakdown, you know, of what we think is going to happen in this fight. So check out that last episode if y'all want to hear, you know, what we think is actually going to go down in this fight. So as far as their mental game, where they stand. But before we get into this breakdown, what's going on, P?
Not too much, and you know, it's always the same with me, and I'm just,
grinding, right? Yeah.
I don't have to grind no more. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Same here, man. You know, I just been, you know, trying to keep up with the Instagram, you know, same as you know, keep it updated on these days off. But before we get started, look, you see this, right? You see it. Just want to make sure you see it, man, before you put me on blast. Before I say
time, y'all, right? Tell them it's about time.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
It's official now. I got you. You got a picture? I gotta see you post a picture with it.
Oh yeah. We gonna post that while we talking though. I get it then, man. But yeah, man. Besides this Showtime card, you know, HBO has a card, Kovalev versus that McCollin or something like that. Igor. I always call him Igor because his first name. That's easy to remember, man. But have you heard of anything about this guy, man?
I don't know nothing about him, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Yeah, I don't know nothing about him.
Yeah. Well,
I'm kind of like curious of his choice of opponent, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's another.
Actually, the undercard is a little bit better, man. You know, it's a little bit more exciting. You know, Sullivan Barrera versus Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah,
you know, that's the fight. That's
people want to see.
Yeah, that's the one that's like evenly matched to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into Wilder Ortiz, man. I know we talked about this on the last one. You know, we were saying that this is one of Wilder's more dangerous fights. You know, he's never seen somebody like this before, but we know he has that. He's got that momentum, something, you know, all young champions like Wilder, they possess. But Ortiz, you know, he possesses that boxing ability that a lot of heavyweights don't possess. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Something, you know, he's bringing forward, you know, that a lot of heavyweights just don't, you know, possess that southpaw style, Cuban background, man. Like, what is it on Wilder's side that you see that he's going to have to do early in this fight or the entire fight, man?
For me, and you know, looking at a guy like Luis Ortiz, we've never seen him hurt. We've never seen him drop. We've never seen him bloody. We've never seen him lumped up, swole up. So I'm thinking he's a pretty sturdy guy. So to me, Deontay's best game plan would be like people said before, the Bermain-Stavern game plan, just coming out, hopping straight right on him. Don't even give him a chance to get into his rhythm or get comfortable, anything. Just jump in there and you know, systematically swarm him. Don't gas out, but you know, do what he did to Bermain-Stavern, because you know, this guy, we've never seen him hurt, so we know he's got a pretty sturdy chin and he's a good boxer. He's not just going to be sitting there taking, you know, full-on shots from Deontay Wilder. You know, I see this fight, you know, definitely going into the championship rounds, you know, because, you know, Ortiz is, I don't just see him going down. Down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know, last episode I know I was kind of saying that the episode, you know, that the fight would end in a knockout, like 100% sure either way. But like, yeah, more when I think about it, it could just go into the later rounds, going by past, you know, Wilder's past performance against somebody like Severn. If they can withstand the power for so long, you know, he kind of has to find another way to win. And I know Ortiz doesn't have the same style as Stavern, but he is elusive. You know, he doesn't really get hit much. You know, his head's never there to be hit. So we're going to have to see how Wilder can handle that first half and then down to the second half whenever you got somebody that's going to be moving around.
And think about this too, and you know, Victor, not Victor, Luis Ortiz.
Oh, you got that from me.
I know, man. Damn, I don't know why, but anyway, Luis Ortiz, he has good footwork too, man, and he's going to be spinning Deontay Wilder during this fight.
Yeah,
you know, and by spinning him, he's going to take the power away from that right hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. You know what I mean? That's the thing we do have to look at with Luis Ortiz. I mean, I am pulling for Wilder, but this is an older, wiser fighter in good shape. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you say, he moves like a light heavyweight, a cruiserweight, and he does have what it takes to beat Wilder, in my opinion. But can he beat him? I don't know. Or will he beat him? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you look at both these guys, I mean, Wilder has kind of like just two weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the jab and the straight right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're awesome. But, you know, like I said in the other, episode, Ortiz just has an arsenal of weaponry, and being in the southpaw stance he has, that's even more weapons that he can use and different angles he can use. You know what I mean? It's not a walk in the park, and
yeah,
by no means.
But you know, looking on the bright side for Wilder, you know, since he is dealing with the southpaw, that kind of lines him up for that right hand a little bit more. You know, granted, if he can use it in a very technical manner, you know, versus in the more of the unorthodox style that he usually does, you know, whenever he's kind of
think about it too, and
blazing.
Can he do that getting spin? Can he do that when the guy's turning him and he don't know he's turning? You know what I mean?
That long frame being turned is it would be something kind of new to him because you never really see that. You know?
Exactly. If he's able to do that, but he definitely turns guys, spins guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's going to be interesting. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, I am pulling for Wilder. I think Wilder definitely got what it take to win, but you know, he got to go in there and be smart. Both guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is not like a gimme fight for either one. They definitely both have to fight like their best fight to pull this off.
So do you think Wilder should pursue the knockout early? You know, not necessarily saying, you know, go in there guns blazing that wild style, but do you think he should focus on trying to get a knockout early than trying to make 12 rounds of trouble? Because I mean, if it goes 12, he's really going to have to just do a lot of, you know, busy work against Ortiz, and he's going to have to make him feel the power at least a few of those times to kind of keep Ortiz kind of honest. But to me, it's like if you don't put, you know, if he doesn't try for that knockout early and get some type of, you know, reaction from Ortiz, it's going to it might kind of take his confidence just a little bit. What do you think?
It might, and it's going to build Luis Ortiz's confidence.
Yeah, I say it kind of like that because, you know, Wilder is very confident, and even when
he's very confident, and I love that. It's not arrogance. It's confidence, and there's nothing wrong with being confident. You know what I mean? But like you say, if you go in there and hit a guy with everything but the kitchen sink, and it don't really phase him, and that's your ace in the hole, psychologically, it's going to do something to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the guy on the other end, psychologically, is doing something to him, like, oh shit, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I got this, you know? So it's so many dynamics to the fight that, you know, it's going to be very interesting for me, the way me and you analyze a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, this one is kind of like when we did a breakdown of Canelo Triple G, we really don't have any past opponents to judge this off of because they haven't really faced any type of fighter like they have, you know. Wilder hasn't faced the Ortiz hasn't faced the Wilder, you know. there's really nobody on their records right now that we could kind of compare a past performance to. You know, we can actually look at their strengths and their weaknesses, you know, like we always do, but there's really nobody we could say, oh, he could try like he did to this past opponent because he was similar, you know.
Right. Right.
Nobody's the same on it. You know, nobody's similar on their record. So
only thing we can, to me, what I can take from that, Ant, is that you really don't make it to where either one of these guys are in your career without having some kind of chin.
Yeah.
Because heavyweight, what makes it different from all the rest of those divisions is it's definitely just one punch. You know what I mean? These are big guys, you know, and you land a punch in any big guy lands a punch on any other big guy, it could be lights out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a little more intense for the heavies because being knocked out of the heavyweight, that can happen to anybody. You know what I mean? It really can.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like when you put it like that, it kind of makes me go back to what a lot of casual fans say. You know, they have to kind of retract what they say about Wilder facing bums because there's always a chance of him getting knocked out. He's been hit hard before.
He's been hit.
He hasn't been knocked out, you know. So
in what, 30-something fight, almost 40 fights?
39 fights, and it's still like he's still there. He hasn't been knocked out because, you know, we've been to fights on, you know, local fights around here, and you've seen heavyweights, you know, not the most experienced and not the best, but all it took was one punch, you know. You know. And we seen guys where it was just like, damn, you know, this guy ain't good, but then blam, when he plants that punch and knocks the guy out, it's always there.
Right.
So that's the thing with heavyweight division. It's always there. And to see Wilder go 39 fights without getting knocked out, that's impressive.
It is impressive. You know, he's an Olympian. You know, it's a bronze medal, but still he fought the best competition in the world. You know what I mean? So it says something about this guy. You know what I mean?
Same for Ortiz.
And I always thought that I always was on the fence because he got that little pea head. That's the thing about his head is like the size of some heavyweight's fist for real. But you know, so far he been handling this business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he put some weight on with them braids though. You know, they look a little bit bigger now, but
yeah, he definitely like filling out. I was looking at some old footage of him and stuff. He definitely like, you know, putting on some mass now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely don't look just like an NBA player now. Before he used to just look like an NBA player in there for me, but now he's actually, his legs kind of filled out. His chest is kind of getting a little bit more definition. So
arms bigger. Yeah, he definitely just his whole. So you know that's what's up. You know, man.
The thing about Wilder too is like, with his size, a lot of people would think of him as just like some type of, you know, boxer that's always on his toes, just trying to get in and out and not get hit. But he's kind of, you know, he's kind of in the pocket with you. You know, he's always there in the pocket because he likes to punch. And just imagine if he was able to kind of craft his style more into being a boxer, like somebody like Ali or, you know, like a Greg Page from back in the 80s. Like, imagine if he mixed that in with his arsenal, you know. He would be dangerous.
Thing. Yeah, it would be a beautiful thing. Dangerous. And, you know, maybe we can see some of that. I mean, he's working with Mark Breland. Mark Breland is doing a good job for what he's working with. You know, I mean, Deontay Wilder, he has a weird frame to be a heavyweight, and you know what I mean?
Well, you know, Mark Breland being a welterweight.
Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he know how to work with it, you know.
But I'm just saying, like, just anybody can't work with that necessarily, you know. So it's like, you know, Mark Breland is definitely a good fit, you know, for him to be working with. So, and I've seen the improvement, you know, over time with him. He's getting better. So, like you say, if he could, you know, capture some of that, it would be a beautiful thing, you know, because, I mean, I like everything about him. Like I say, he's a good guy. He's a good champion. You know?
Definitely a good representative because, like I said, you know, he talks a big game and he always wants to back it up, you know. It's just the people always having it's just always the people got something to say, you know, especially with a guy like Wilder. So he's doing all the right things as a champion to me.
It's hard for a brother out here.
It's hard for him, It's hard for him. It's hard, man. They don't want to admit it, but it's hard for him because of those factors. But
when he get it, it's gonna be all that sweeter, and It's gonna be all that much sweeter because he gonna be like, man, this was blood, sweat, tears. I had to, do what other people didn't have to do, and I still did it anyway. That's gonna feel real good, and
yeah,
gonna feel good.
Because people don't understand with Wilder, though he talks that big game, he's confident. He's still humble in a lot of ways, man. He still appreciates a lot of things to do because, stuff he showed me and stuff I see him online. He's always doing, other stuff outside of boxing to help people.
Absolutely.
He still understands that he's still humble. Like Joshua, he's humble too, but
ain't like with AJ is like the stuff he does, charitable work and doing so it gets more publicity than something Deontay Wilder does. You know what I mean? So that aspect too. You know what I mean? They blow his stuff up. Deontay Wilder does a lot for different communities and gives back too, but it's not really blowing up like that. You know what I mean? And that sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because it just comes down to what the people like to visually imagine is their champion.
Yeah,
which is sad. It has to just go by what's in them.
You say that's what they visually like to see is that representing their country as a champion, and that's if he's going to be a brother, at least have him.
At least let him cut his hair, let him be a little bit lighter,
But shout out to AJ. I mean, he doing his thing right now. No disrespect, is he doing his thing right now? But my whole thing is never really hate on my part. Is when you wearing the belt, you gotta fight.
You gotta live up to it, man. You gotta work it.
That target on your back.
Prove it.
People think they get the belt and then it's chill time. No, that's when it really
man. It's just like we gonna keep saying this until the fight happens, but that's the same reason we go with Keith Thurman. It ain't no hate. It's just like real, man. You got these two belts. What do you think you gotta do? You gotta defend them.
Exactly.
You gonna have. He always be saying, all eyes on me. I'm the guy they knock in the door. Damn right there, because you got something that you holding hostage.
Right, and it's like this too, and okay, bloggers and just everybody. At the end of the day, we fans of the sport and particular fighters, and we not fans of how you dress or type of interviews you do. We fans of how you fight.
How you fight.
So when you're not fighting, we get irritated. You know what I mean? Because that's what we fans of. We not fans of your hairstyle. We not fans of your jewelry, your car. None of that. We fans of watching you fight. Yeah. So that's cool. Your personality, getting to know you, and all that. But at the end of the day, we want to see you in there using the skills that you got, because that's why we are fans. We're entertained by watching you fight. We not fans because you cool on Instagram or you know what I mean.
Right? We like those moves you're making. Yeah, when you be calling people out, and making those little moves like that, like those little things too. Like when you saying stuff like, like Terrence Crawford be throwing out there, like when he moved up, he wanted Jeff Horn, then he said I will fight Spence. That's part of it. That's part of what that makes us gravitate towards a fighter, not just you looking cool or talking cool,
Exactly. You getting in the ring and performing. And if you can get in the ring and perform and still talk cool and slick enough, that's cool too. Yeah. But you gotta be able to do both. You feel me?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to do both. You know what I mean? Because nobody gonna really listen to your slick talk if you're not winning no more.
Right. Especially when you talk a big game and then after that you lose, man.
Nobody want to hear it no more after that. So it is what it is.
For real, man. But going back to Wilder Ortiz, man, like as far as the ticket sales, man, you told me that it hadn't sold out, right?
Nah.
Damn, man.
It wasn't really close.
Wow, man. It made me want to buy a ticket and buy my whole family a ticket just to support it, man. I was really expecting when this fight, when it was taking place, I was gonna sell out in like a couple of weeks, honestly. I know a lot of people aren't fans of Wilder, but at the same time, I thought heavyweight, people would go see it. New York, right?
Yeah. Look at what Rigon Diao and Lomachenko did. No promotion, no nothing, sold out. Bam. Within a month.
Yeah.
We should have pulled up the ticket prices just to see what they was going for. They might have some deals going on.
Hold on. I'm doing that right now. I'm looking on Ticketmaster. Yeah. Still have a lot of seats there. Everything from like section 218 to 230 is like just $60, man. It's in the $60-$70 range. Anything like in the section 100 is only $89 and $100, man. That ain't bad.
Right.
Barclays Center too. That's not that really isn't bad. That's why I was like, I thought this would have sold out, man. Even the close seats are like, let's see. You know, if you got money, it's $700.
Yeah, but that ain't nothing.
You know,
Really
that still ain't nothing.
close.
But really, I guess it just comes down to, like we were saying, you know, people not supporting heavyweights here, like the UK, man, because what was it, Joshua Klitschko, man, that just did numbers, you know.
Yeah.
And even his fight against that guy Taka, man, it was like sold out.
Yeah, like all his fights do 90 or better. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, just that support over there. And like I say, shout out to AJ. No, I'm not hating. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But just remember, when you wearing that strap around your waist, people will be coming for you. Yeah. And you know, when you don't meet those challenges, people gonna start questioning you. I mean, we not hating, we just fans, and you know, we got mad love for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are fans of y'all fighting.
Man. So do you think, my question now is like, since the ticket sales aren't that good, do you think they might try to use that as an excuse of not fighting Wilder yet? Like, oh, you ain't pulling no money. Of course they're gonna make him a B-side, you know. Yeah. They're gonna make him the B-side, you know, regardless. But that's just more of a strong argument for AJ to definitely get like 70% and Wilder maybe get 30. But
I mean, I'm sure they will hit him with that, you know, play that hand on Wilder or whatever. But if he willing to fight Ortiz, who, you know, some would say is more dangerous than the AJ for whatever he's getting, and for, you know, to prove this point, I think he will be willing to take it and just say whatever. Because after when I knock you out, ain't no more of that. I'm the A side. Yeah. Ain't no more taking the low road. No, I'm doing Conan tonight.
Exactly, you know, man.
I'm the A side. So
that was a good question. I didn't even think of that, man. Do you think they have a more dangerous fight? Ortiz is more dangerous than Joshua, huh?
As far as boxing skills, think about it. I mean, the amateur record, the skill, you know, I mean, AJ got a lot of holes in his game. His defense is suspect. His chin is suspect. You know, I mean, he got work to do, man. You know what I'm saying? He got work to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely got a few holes. And the thing about it that you got to love about the dude is he'll admit that. He's humble. He'll say, oh, man, I got work to do. I ain't, you know what I mean? But my beef with that is you can't wear the belts and say, oh, I got work to do. Give me 3. You can't do that. No, you got the belts.
And that's something I don't know we need to talk about on episode one day, but like, there's a level of humbleness, but then there's a level of like, how far do you really want to go? Does AJ, does he talk like somebody that wants to really, really stay in the game and take the hardest wars? Does he seem like a fighter like that to you?
I mean, like we brought up before, and AJ is in a weird situation. The dude is so marketable that he got a lot of shit on the table. I'm sure right now. He might got some movie deals. I'm sure he got all kinds of shit on the table right now because the dude is so marketable.
Right.
And, you know, so his hunger is different from a dude that Mike Tyson. This is all Mike Tyson had at one point. You know, many other fighters who this is all they got. They not the visual that America wants to see their champion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you think about it that way, you know, I mean, it's a lot of stuff on the table for him. Do I really want to go get punched in the face, or do I want to go make a movie?
Right. Yeah.
And act like I got punched in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because it kind of goes back to why some champions are fighting. Some of them are fighting, for their next paycheck and to because that's what they know that's all they have. They know that's all they have. But like whenever you got somebody or not Ortiz, but AJ, sometimes when he in the ring, he might be thinking of if he is getting that acting gig, he auditioned for something, or he might be getting that that big Hollywood role. He might be thinking of some of that stuff while he's in the ring.
It's possible.
But,
And that's another thing, and while we on that topic too, I mean, you got guys who fight, and then you got guys who love to fight. Deontay Wilder, to me, is a guy who loves to fight.
He loves. Yeah.
That's why he get wild in there sometimes, because he loves to fight. You know what I'm saying? AJ, he's the type of guy to fight when he got to. Come on now, guys. I don't want any trouble.
Right. Yeah.
He lay a motherfucker on the ground and shit, but
or somebody like Crawford, he was like, he told the Benavidez, you better chill right now. You won't make it to your next fight. Just some little words like that make you say, this dude, he ain't no slouch outside of the ring, or in the ring, So
Terrence Crawford, he got that dog in him, as you say. He got that dog in him. You know what I mean? Wilder got that dog, and these guys love to fight. They somewhere out in public, and if they could fight in the street, they would, because they love to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some guys who, hey, this is a means to it, and I'm pretty good at it. I can get a check. But somebody like AJ, I'm decent at it. I'm getting big checks, and it's opening other doors for me. I mean, that's a lot on the table, for a guy from, where he claimed his humble beginnings.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's no hate. It's a beautiful thing that, the stars lined up for him just right. But my thing is, like I say, the champion, it's not like you become champion and your job is done. You get the belt, and then that's when it, like I say, really gets intense, So, you made it, but now it's time to make it. You know what I'm saying? You made it, now it's time to make it.
That's kind of like, that's like where the work really starts, because I guess I want to make this comparison. You know how back in the day, like in school, there was a girl that you really, really wanted, right? And you work as hard to really get her. You write them letters, you walking her to class or really trying to talk to her, flirt with her, making all these jokes. But then when you get her, it's kind of like that get factor is gone. That little high is gone, and then you already got her. And then that's kind of telling you if you really wanted it or not,
Exactly.
That's kind of like, did I really want it now? It's kind of like, I'm tired of hearing her nagging and all this and that. But
and it don't change, man. That's like everything in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't change. Oh man, dang.
Yeah, that's like I said, when you get them, that's where the work start, right?
It was so good that night. Damn. What happened?
And that's why I'm single right now. But anyway, who's your pick in this one, man? Wild, how you think it's going to go? If we have to pick, we usually don't do that, but
I mean, this is a big fight. Big heavyweight fight. It's going to answer a lot of questions. It's going to set up a lot of stuff down the road. Of course, I'm Team Wilder. You know what I'm saying, and I think this will be a really good win and really look good on his resume if he could go out and really put on, make this fight in a dramatic fashion. I don't know if it's going to happen like that, though, and to be honest, I really feel like Ortiz is a solid guy. He's old, he's wise, but he's definitely in good shape for his age. He's going to be moving. He's going to be doing a lot of Cuban stuff that Wilder may not have seen before and may not really understand what's going on until it's too late. So it's a big danger factor in it for Wilder. I would suggest that, Wilder, like I say, follow that Bermane-Stiverne game plan and kind of hop on them early. Don't let them get in the groove or get comfortable and, see what type of damage you can inflict early and maybe get them out of there like you did, Bermane, because the longer the fight goes on, the longer the fight goes on, and it doesn't really favor for either fighter necessarily. You know what I'm saying? The longer the fight goes on, it kind of gets definitely more of a gimme fight. Who's not going to gas, who's still going to have enough in the tank to,
Mm-hmm.
really pull through those championship rounds in a convincing fashion. So,
Well, me and you being boxing fans, we know that a fight that on paper looks exciting can sometimes turn into a boring fight.
boring, very boring.
Yeah, so there could always be those little hangups where one fighter might get gassed, the other one he's gassed, and they might not throw as much. So it
Yeah,
could, there's always those factors too. So
it is. But this one, with Wilder in the deck, and he's a showman. He likes excitement, and he's gonna want to put on a performance. I do believe that. I mean,
yeah,
like I say, make an example. Not put him in the hospital necessarily or do damage to him like that, but he wants to make an example out of Ortiz and let the world know that I'm coming. I'm ready. I ain't coming. I'm a champion. I don't get the respect of a champion, but I am a champion. I'm not coming. I'm here.
yeah.
So
yeah. I say I'm picking Wilder. I'm definitely gonna pick Wilder. I think it might be like a mid-round stoppage. I think it might be around there. The more and more I kind of look at the factors, I think
a mid-round stoppage for Wilder.
For Wilder, yeah. I think that he probably will try to go for the knockout early, but I don't think he's gonna waste too much energy, trying to, put that windmill punch on him. I think it is wise of him to try to take some of the early rounds as, going for the knockout, but not use all of them. Try to score some points. And then if he sees that opening to take it, and I think Ortiz might take it for a little while. But like I said, sometimes Ortiz, he can look like he gasses probably around the 5th round or so. He really starts to kind of show it sometimes, but he's able to stay in there against, lesser opponents. But Wilder, he's not a lesser opponent. Wilder's going to push him. When Wilder sees him gas, he's probably going to push him. And, somewhere around that mid-round, that right hand might land, man. And when it lands, it's lights out, man. So I think that's how it might play out, man.
Yeah, I mean Saturday night we're gonna see. You know what I mean? I'm definitely, like I say, pulling for Wilder, but I just this one may go 12. You know what I'm saying? May not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
May not.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Saturday though, so that's what it is, man.
Real, man.
Happy that we should be getting an entertaining fight. To exciting styles, entertaining styles, crowd pleasing styles. So it should be good. And
yeah, definitely, man. And on the side note, the Sullivan Barrera fight, I think he might pull out a decision, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised like if somebody got knocked out in that fight, because like I said,
Barrera might pull out the decision over Bivol.
Yeah, I think he can. Like I said though, he's kind of known for getting knocked down a couple times in some rounds, but he's gonna have to be on that A game, man, because if Bivol hit him, it might be lights out, man, because Bivol hit hard.
Yeah.
But I think he's been learning from that, so I have to say that fight, I think he can pull it out just because he got more experience. Like Bivol's only I want to say 12 or 13-0.
All right.
So Barrera, he'll pull it out. Kovalev probably gonna beat Igor. He's gonna beat Igor.
Yeah.
Because he already said Igor is his friend and he was just going to beat his ass or something like that. That's why I was like, damn. I was like, going to beat Frankenstein's helper, man, Igor.
He's a character, I tell you.
Kovalev, yeah.
But that's another whole story, and it's
Ward said he would come back and fight him for a third time. You think he was just pulling people's chain, man?
I mean, the thing is, the longer you wait, the more disadvantaged you're gonna be, Ward. So if you're thinking about coming back, it need to be like right now. You can't wait. Well, you gonna wait till you're 40 and try to jump back out there?
Yeah.
I think he's just having fun right now, and he proved his point against the dude. Unless they put some big money on the table, and I really don't think neither one of them hold big money.
Yeah, I don't think so because sadly, the pay-per-view, the first one did better than the second one.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got on those fights. Anything else you want to say, man? Closing.
No, man, that's really it, man. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday. One more day in the clank.
I
Me,
know.
a
One
little
more
week.
day, they'll let you out just for a little while.
Yeah. So
But like I like to say in closing, since I got this on, I can officially say it. Boxing is life, man. And
I'm mad.
yeah, today I want to say, man, whatever it is you're trying to do, man, to try and make it, put it all on the line, man. Whatever it is, put your 100 into it. Even if you don't feel like it, man, you just gotta, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, just put it all on the line, man. That's how you get it. Same in boxing, man. That's what Wilder's trying to do now.
All right.
That's what a lot of fighters do. You just gotta, whatever you got in, you just put it all on the line to do it, man.
And that's what we doing. And people, I mean, we having fun. People might be,
Yeah,
y'all making money. It ain't about that.
it ain't about that. Yeah,
This what we like to do. We having fun doing it. We meeting a lot of different interesting people, and it's a good little outlet for us. And I would suggest everybody find what they love to do and do it. It ain't gotta be a podcast, it ain't gotta be a blog, none of that crap or whatever, whatever it may be. But this is what we like to do. If you like it, tune in. If you don't tune in. It don't really bother us because we doing what we love to do. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
that's what I really gotta say, Ant.
Okay, yeah, for real, man. But yeah, we about to get up out of here. Like I always, subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Shout out to the followers and the listeners. Yeah, my name is Ant.
Your boy P.
And we're gonna be coming back with a post fight probably next week. So y'all stay tuned for that. Peace.
Peace.